recording?
Yes.
Okay, so what I was saying just now is that oftentimes in life people will repeat patterns, obviously. So we're all familiar with people with very toxic patterns. They repeat the pattern over and over again. I'm sure you know someone in your life who has been complaining about the same problem for the last 10 years, and the first year maybe you thought, okay, they're just going through something, and then 10 years later you realize, okay, they are in some shape or form bringing this upon themselves. They are stuck in a pattern. We can all think of those examples. However, there's also many of us who are living quite positive lives. We're quite happy with our lives, but maybe you've reached a kind of plateau, or maybe things are good, but they could be even better. So even patterns are not necessarily toxic. There could be patterns which are quite fine. They're not negative per se. They're not good. They're not bad, but they might not be getting you to where you want to go. Or you might be missing out on all these new experiences, new adventures, new ways of looking at things, because you're just living in the same way. You're just repeating past patterns. So maybe it's a good idea to give an example here. So as an example, let's say you have a good job, you enjoy your job, you like your work, and you're getting praised for it. People know you, they know you do good work, but there's a part of you that's getting a little bit bored or a little bit wondering what else could be out there. It's just your growth curve is not like this. It's just kind of like this, and then maybe you learn a little bit here and there, but you're not feeling like every single day you're incredibly inspired. Every single day you're not growing. Well, what's probably happening is that you're getting into some patterns, and it's time to do a pattern interrupt and to try thinking in a totally new way. It's time to try totally new things. So if you want to be one of these people who we all want to be, who's incredibly successful and who is breaking that pattern of average, so one of those people where things are not just good, but they are great, they're amazing, you have to start looking at where you are, looking at those patterns, breaking the patterns, challenging those assumptions that just because something got you to where you are right now doesn't mean it's going to get you to that next level, the next place you want to get to. And those are the most difficult patterns sometimes to interrupt, because most people will tell you, you're a positive person, you're living in a pretty good way, why do you need to change anything? Things are fine. And you'll have other people telling you this, you'll be telling yourself this. So for you to get to that next level, it really takes a lot of self-reflection, self-awareness, willingness to challenge yourself, and willingness really to challenge average and refuse to settle for good when you know that you could be someone who has better. So there you go. That's my message for today. Let me know what you think, and if you've noticed any kind of patterns which are keeping you stuck where you are, even if they're not necessarily these toxic patterns that we traditionally think of, even if it's just a pattern of society trying to keep you into settling mode, into average. Voila.